Hello, Tucker with McCrazy Fit, and we're doing a Pilates and dumbbell workout for the back. So beginning with Pilates movements for healthy spinal movement and moving into 2 different dumbbell rows for lower and upper back. All right, and I'm beginning on my knees, sitting up straight. One hand on the mat and the other hand reaches tall over to the side. Warming up the spine and down, and then the other arm. Gently reaching tall with the fingertips. Sitting up straight. And one more time to the other side. And this time, we'll gently twist towards the mat. And back. And the last time, exhaling over. And gently twisting towards the mat. And back. And now all the way up on the knees. Arms in front in genie arms. Shoulders aren't creeping up too high. Belly's tight. And twisting from the lower chest area, the mid-thoracic spine. And back to center. And the other way, exhale with twist. Inhale back to center. Trying to keep the hips stable so hips aren't rocking or twisting. Just gentle twist from mid-spine, lower chest. And one more. And come into a 4-point stance. Belly's tight, pulled up away from the mat. And beginning with a scapular isolation. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then extend up. And again, squeezing the shoulder blades. Extending up. Just breathing at a comfortable pace here. And one more. And coming back to a starting position. This time keeping the shoulders strong. Inhale up into a cat stretch. And exhale, pointing the chest forward. And again, inhaling into the cat stretch. And exhaling to point the chest forward. Kick the tailbone out a little bit. And one more time. And come back to the starting position. So not sagging in the back here. Belly's tight. Not sinking between the shoulders. And this time we'll take the left arm down and reach towards the right foot. And switching. Right arm reaching through to the left foot. Still keeping the hips stable on this exercise, so try not to dip the hips as the arm reaches through. One more on each side. Exhale on the reach. Inhale back to start. Last one. And keeping the shoulders strong. Hands are fully contacting the mat, all the fingers and palm equally. Tuck the toes, end up into a down dog. And come back to start. As soon as the knees get to the mat, again into the down dog. And one more. And rest, this time sinking into child's pose. And now I'll let the left hand walk on over to the right hand for a little deeper stretch in the side. The left hand walks back to start, and then the right hand walk on over to the left. Good. And we'll come into a seated position. Legs out in front. Feet can be about the width of the mat. Arms in front like ballet arms. And again with the twist from the mid-thoracic spine. And back to start. Sitting up straight and exhaling on the twist the other way. Inhale back to start. Sitting up tall here, belly's tight. And one more each way. Exhale and twist. Inhale back to start. Great, drop the arms and roll the shoulders. Again, arms in ballet arms. Exhale with the twist. This time, opposite hand reaches for the outside pinky toe. Other arm goes straight behind. And back to start, and the other way. This is called a saw movement, twisting, and as I reach, try not to hinge at the hips so much as just kind of curl over as if I was curling over a piece of wire. And back to start. And the other way. One more set. Drop the arms. This time we'll bring the feet in a little bit. Left arm grabs the outside of the right foot, letting this arm dangle, so not tensed up, just nice and relaxed. Then I could press down on the foot for a little stretch in the side of the back, the lats, and even the rhomboids. And then the other way, right arm on the outside of the left foot, pressing down on the left foot, keeping this arm nice and relaxed. And just allowing the stretch to open up this area of the back. And we're ready for dumbbells. So 2 versions of rows here. First one, hit the lower back, then the upper back. I'm using 2 dumbbells at a time, but we could also do 1 at a time, leaning over, resting on something, whatever feels comfortable. Always fun to experiment with different positions. So we'll be doing, starting with 15, rest for 5 seconds, 15 reps, rest for 5 seconds, 15 reps, rest for 5, 5 reps, rest for 5, 5 reps, rest for 5. So 15, and then a set of 5s. I'm going to use an underhand grip here. Hinging at the hips, keeping the back straight. I'm going to bring the weight up into my hip pocket here. Flexing the lower back. 15 reps. Remembering those scapular isolation movements from earlier. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then back to start. Exhaling up, pausing for a moment, and slowly back down. Real slow with the weight, not letting it drop. Five more. Two more. Five-second rest. And then 5 more reps. Okay, here we go. Athletic stance, hinging at the hips. Squeezing in, bringing the weight into the lower hip pocket. Exhaling in, squeezing at the top. Inhaling back down. 2 more. Okay, 5-second rest, then 5 more. 2 more of these. Here we go, back straight, hinging over at the hips. 5 reps. Second rest. Last one. Bending over straight. Underhand grip. 5 reps. Exhaling up. Slowly back down. 2 more. And drop the weight. 1 more exercise. Take about a minute rest to recover. This time we'll be using an overhand grip, bending over a little more and bringing the weight more up to the shoulders to hit the upper part of the back a little more. So there's small variations of the angle that I'm bringing the weight up at, changing which part of the back it hits. So easy to hit all the different parts of the back with limited equipment. So this time we'll be bending over a little bit more so I can get more of an angle up this way to target the upper back, the lats, and also hit the back of the shoulders a little more. So good comfortable stance. And again, these could also be done with one arm, bracing on something, bracing on a leg. So good athletic stance, hinging over, bringing the weight up to the chest rather than the hip. 15. Everything else is the same, exhaling up, squeezing for a moment at the top, and slowly back down. Keeping the belly tight. Making sure on these bent over exercises that we're not curling over at the back, not hunching the lower back, stay in our neutral spine position. Five more. Last one. 5-second rest. And then 5 more. 3 sets of those. Here we go. Last one. 5-second rest. On all of these, I want to make sure to not compromise form. And 5 more. Four, 5. 5 seconds and one more set. So when I say not compromising form, if you get to the point where form breaks down or you can't get it up without twisting or jerking, then I would just stop with that exercise. Here we go. Last one. 2. Exhaling up, squeezing. 3. 2 more. Last one, squeezing slowly down, and drop the weights. Thank you for joining me for that. If you enjoyed the workout, Dumbbell with the Pilates, here's the entire playlist. Here's my latest video that was put out. I appreciate you joining me, and I'll see you at the next workout.